Mitchell State Park. Today we're going to do the Black Mountain Crest Trail starting at Mount Mitchell and heading down to Bolens Creek. We'll be crossing several peaks over 6,000 and 5,000 feet today here on the Black Mountain Crest Trail. The summit of Mount Mitchell. Okay, here we go. We're going to be going here in a moment to Mount Craig. Then we're going to head over to Balsam Cone, Cattail Peak, down to Deep Gap after going across Potato Hill. In the distance you can see Winter Star and Cee Lo. These are the Black Mountains of North Carolina, the highest range on the East Coast. We're going to experience it all today. Grandfather Mountain, Hawksbill and Table Rock.
We were telling the other couple with the dog, there's a trail up there called Camp House. So you go back to the ranger station on the left. It looks like a road, but that's the old railroad bed when they logged up here. Yeah, you know, when you go down, the ranger station's on the left. There's parking right there. Just park there. And you can...
With the sign.
The Deep Gap Trail, the start of the Black Mountain Crest Trail coming from Mitchell. Very manicured, very smooth, easy to walk on. We'll show you the difference once we get past Deep Gap. Okay, we're starting this hike out. I got Freddie with me, Maryann with me, and we are hiking. You're from Virginia, right?
From Virginia, near Smith Mountain Lake.
Smith Mountain Lake. So we're up here in the Black Mountains of North Carolina. This is my second time doing the Black Mountain Crest Trail. They're first going all the way through it. You've made it toward Potato Hill, correct?
Yeah, close to Potato Hill, Cattail Peak for sure, but this will be the first time all the way.
So we're going to Bolens Creek. We have a car parked. We use the Yancey County Transit Authority. Give them a call because they do hiker shuttles at a very reasonable rate. I just ask that you tip the driver because this is a great service for a great price, and you won't find that kind of deal anywhere else on trail systems in the North Carolina region. But anyhow, we're on our way to the first peak we'll be going up is Mount Craig, which is the second highest peak this side of the Mississippi River. Mitchell, where we just came from, is number one. We only had to go up 100 feet to get to Mitchell today, so, but we did it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We're looking at the west side of the Black Mountains, and over here we have Point Misery. To the right, that's Little Butte. And there is Big Butte, which is Sir Mix-a-Lot's favorite place to hike. And he cannot even lie. So we're heading still toward Mount Craig. This is a little opening along the way. Okay, we're at Mount Craig, which is the second peak going north on the Black Mountain Crest Trail. This is the second highest point on the East Coast at 66 something. Do you know what it is? 6640?
6640 something?
Something like that. Maybe it's 6661. We'll find out. And I'll put it right here on this side of the screen, okay? And there it is, the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. Let's go to Big Tom. Behind the trees here is Big Tom with the dead trees on the side of it. Over here we have Balsam Cone. And then we have Cattail Peak over here to the left. In the distance is Cee Lo, which will be our last peak of the day. Maryann has located plane wreckage up here at Mount Craig, and we're going to go check it out. This is the second plane wreckage I've seen this in Grandfather Mountain. I'll show an example of the kind of terrain you're hiking up on the Black Mountain Crest Trail. A lot of sections like that where you're climbing up steep rocky sections and then it settles in. This may be the summit of Balsam Cone. This has got to be it. Balsam Cone. We're at the summit. You feel confident with that, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is definitely
highest
it.
marking.
So we've done it. So that first summit was the true Balsam Cone peak. And we're heading now down Balsam Cone. We're going to go to Cattail Peak. And then we're going to go to Potato Hill. Then we're going to Deep Gap. Then we're going to Winter Star. Sound like Howard Dean. But we're going to win. We've been 3 miles. And there it is. 6583 up here on the Black Mountain Crest Trail. Love the way it looks up here. So this is not the summit of Cattail Peak. This is fake. So we're going to go to the real summit of Cattail Peak.
You feel good for it? I feel good for it.
I feel very good. We got it.
Okay.
We got this. Bushwhacking off trail, trying to locate the true summit of Cattail Peak.
Cattail Peak True Summit.
Nice. First time I've ever been here.
First time for me too. Not too far. Bushwhack off trail.
Back on the trail after a bushwhack to claim Cattail Peak, and we're going to try to claim the true summit of Potato Hill next. All right, top of Potato Hill. Look at these mountains.
Because that's how I saw the rock, and I said, oh, I want to go sit here. If we're taking a break, I want to sit with the rock.
Looking back at Cattail Peak. Balsam Cone on the left, Mount Craig on the right. Quite an incredible view here.
That's Balsam Cone straight ahead, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Behind that, way back there.
It's like you got Craig on the right,
Craig's on the right.
and Mitchell's just out of view. We were making the climb down Potato Hill, and the climb up it was brutal a couple years ago. The climb down it's going to be equally steep. So a little bit grown up through here, more so than any part of the trail we've been on so far. We're also starting to lose elevation, getting below 6,000 feet. soon get below 6,000 feet. This is the big drop into Deep Gap, which is the only section in the state park that you can backpack up here. So Deep Gap is still part of the Mount Mitchell State Park system. And once you get past that, you're no longer in the state park. We are going down now to Deep Gap. Just dropped several feet of elevation off Potato Hill. But this is Deep Gap, where you can camp, do backcountry camping here at Mount Mitchell State Park.
Give or take halfway through the trail. Just got done climbing the brutal potato. Hello.
Hi.
We are probably in downtown Deep Gap. A little bit further to go before we start heading up to Winter Star. It's been a fun day, beautiful day. To be October, this is quite insane bear encounters. So there are bears in the mountains, especially here at Deep Gap. We're trying to capture the steepness of this trail here, the Black Mountain Crest Trail. Hard to do because it's hard for a camera to show true elevation. It's grassy right up through here. And we're about to get some really good views up here. We are approaching the summit of Winter Star here, and just a pretty forest that I wanted to capture. So that is our number 7 peak of the day here at Winter Star. Been seeing pictures and videos of people camping up here, and this is a pretty cool site to camp. Not completely flat, but close enough. Looking at the views from up here, coming down Winter Star. Looking out at where we still need to go. We're at a place oftenly referred to as Lunch Rock, and it has amazing views of where you came from or where you're going, depending on which direction you're heading. And you can also see beautiful mountains everywhere. Great place to take a break here on the Crest Trail. Not a terrible place to be hiking. Not bad at all. We just passed Gibbs Mountain to our right. The trail doesn't go over the top of Gibbs Mountain, so to peak bag requires a bushwhack. We decided to forego that one until the next time. Getting closer to Cee Lo Knob. I believe this is Percy Peak, Horse Rock Peak, whatever you want to call it, to the right. We're going to skirt along the left side, heading to Cee Lo. Some beautiful views here.
You almost stepped in it, Freddie.
Don't want to do that.
We're approaching the last peak here on the Black Mountain Crest Trail. Then it will be a maybe 4.5 mile hike down, dropping about 3,000 feet elevation to Bolens Creek. Looking back at where we came, Winter Star's in the distance over here on the left. Then we have Cattail Peak and Potato Hill. In between that we have, that would be Mount Craig. Then we have to the right Balsam Cone. And then now we can finally see Mount Mitchell. So that is the peaks, most of them, of the Black Mountain Crest Trail. So this morning we were recording this way towards Cee Lo. Now we're at Cee Lo recording that way. Okay, so that's practically a wrap for the video, but not for the hike. 4 miles down an old logging road to Bolens Creek parking area, and here we go back down into the woods. Saying a little prayer as I'm crossing this thing. The sketchiest part of the Black Mountain Crest Trail here as we cross Bolens Creek. Oh, and then there's that.
Get off of it.
Good grief. You think downhill. You're like, oh, it's downhill, right? Then there was Cee Lo Knob. There was the downhill that you experience when you go 3,000 feet straight down with rocks, with tricky footing after doing the trail the whole day. Did y'all have a good time?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
time. Great
So
time.
we killed it today.
Awesome hike.
We had a great day. We had a full day, and we're gonna have to find the next place to go hike. Somewhere, maybe in North Carolina, maybe Virginia, maybe Dolly Sods, West Virginia. We'll have to take a look in that, see what that's all about. You know, that's all. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Peace out.
Peace out. Don't litter the trail. Pick up trash if you see it, even if it's just like a little thing people put their hair up in a ponytail with. From Bolens Creek, we're out.